Okay, welcome. Today I wanted to offer some reflections about the power of TED, the empowerment dynamic by David Emerald, and some ideas of victim through to creator, or as I like to call it, the sovereign. Okay. So there is a book by David Emerald called The Power of TED, which the TED stands for the empowerment dynamic. And essentially what he's talking about is this triangle of in the negative, he calls it the dreaded drama triangle. So victim, persecutor, and rescuer. And then he says there is the opposite of that. So the opposite of the victim is the creator. The opposite of the persecutor is the challenger. And the opposite of the rescuer is the coach. And now today I just want to really talk about the victim and the creator. Because what I see really in my work and in my own life is that I've often been in the victim. So I think, in my own kind of understanding of these models, if you've got, say with boarding school or some form of trauma, often we're in denial. But then when we wake up to the fact that life was really challenging, we can sometimes go into victim. And I think that's a really positive thing, but we can then get stuck there. We can then start to blame, it's my school or it's my parents, and blaming, complaining. And in the moment, that's a real shift from what I call the three stages of the you know, what do I call it? It's this the boarding school trauma healing model. This idea of first stage is denial, disconnection. Second stage is anger, and the third stage is more kind of waking into more happiness. And I feel that in that second stage, we move from denial or disconnection into victim. Maybe it's like, oh, it was hard, but we need to be there. That's important. But in order to really move into stage 3, we need to move from victimhood into creator. We need to, and it's very simple to make that shift. Often, when we were as a victim, we can get lost in life is hard. Oh my God, life was tough, And I used to say this at school when I was at boarding school. Why me? Why is life so hard? And I'd sit out on Big Side, and I would, get really upset and angry, and I would say, why me? Why is life so hard? And that was me stuck in victim mode, And I stayed in that for a number of years. It's really my wife who's helped me to move more into creator. And I like to call it the sovereign as well, that part. And the victim looks at what's not working. And then the creator looks at what is working and also what he wants to see. So if you're stuck in that thought of, why me? Why is life so hard? Just ask a question. What do I want here? It takes a little bit of training, but we can really move from this victim state into a more creator. What do I want? Okay, so this is all kicking off. What do I want here? And then, it's very simple. Maybe it's just one thing. I breathe. Something, a little thing to shift us from focusing just on the negative. Because what I find we can do is that we just get focused in victim and we're totally disempowered. So this idea of the empowerment dynamic, we take the power back rather than going, I'm, impacted by everything in life, life's hard. It's like turning it around to go, rather than being disempowered, I can be empowered. I can be a creator here. So, yeah, what are other things really? So some of the qualities, well, the negative qualities of the victim are defensive, submissive, um, overtly accommodating to other people, passive aggressive in conflict, dependent on others for self-worth, overly sensitive, manipulative. So this was me, angry, resentful. And it was on one level, it was a shift from being totally disconnected. And then I needed to make a shift and we need to make that shift from victimhood into creator, and the creator, if I just share that, is, we focus on our ultimate vision. So what do I want here? Oh, right, I want things to work out. What's one step I can take towards that ultimate vision? Okay, it might be I go for a walk. Okay, it might be that I take a breath. So the creator is vision focused and also passion motivated. It's like, right, yeah. So for me, in my work, sometimes stuff comes up. But if I keep to that vision of what do I want to have happen here? Right, yeah, I want to, there to be healing in boarding schools, that we can heal trauma. When I mess up and when things aren't going the way I want it, I keep coming back to that vision rather than what I used to do in the past. I give up. I've been working on this business and the work I do for 15, 16 years. It's only really in the last 2 or 3 years that I've started to really put myself out there, because I've started to shift more from victim into creator. Yeah, and this takes work. It's not easy to be a creator. You've got to notice, okay, I'm in victimhood here. Shift. I've got to do the inner work. I've got to keep changing. I've got to keep doing it. And as I think it was Joe Rogan, listening to his podcast a couple of weeks ago, he's saying, yeah, we're living in this victim culture at the moment. Yeah, I'm a victim. They did this to me. We need to move from victim into creator. What do we want to see here on the earth? What can I do myself? Right, I can get up, meditate. I can go and volunteer here. I can go and do that. There's so many things I can do to change things. So yeah, I hope this kind of makes sense. And if this is of interest, I'll talk about the others, the persecutor and also the rescuer, because I feel that we often flip. If we're a victim, we will often, go into persecutor as well. And if we're a persecutor, we'll often rescue people. So it's like, oh. So I'm happy if people are interested, just let me know. But I think it's, really key, because sometimes in my work, I have people who come to me who are victims. It's like they'll blame everybody, but rather than going, I'll do the inner work. It's like it's something outside of me that's got the power. I have no power. And actually, we have all the power. We're incredible beings. So, yes. So thank you. I realise I'm putting more videos out this week, but this is what's present. So if I can share and help in any way. So if this is helpful, please do subscribe, hit the reminder bell. Like I say, I put videos up every Wednesday. I do a men's circle every 2 weeks on a Thursday. Please visit my website, which is in the description. And I also do podcasts every few weeks. I've got Dawson Church on next week, the PhD. And I've got some other amazing guests lined up. So, okay, enjoy. And any questions, let me know. Bye for now.